Hello everyone, welcome to episode 15. Hope all of you are doing fine. Today's storyteller will be myself.
So, the title of the story is
From Labrador Park to the Red House. This happened many years back, and to be honest, right, this is the exact jersey I was wearing during that incident.
Okay.
Yep. So a lot of memories with this jersey. So back then, my cousin and my brother, they passed their driving license. So at times we used to like go for drives, like we go to the movies or go somewhere to just chill out and all that. At times my brother will take my father's car.
Oh.
My cousin wasn't having any vehicle at the time, so he used to like rent vehicles so that we can go in a group. So he always likes lorries. So he got himself, every time he will like to rent a pickup lorry. You know, so that all of us can go as a gang, come back as a gang, like together lah, no need to like have 1-2 vehicles and all that. So we have gone up several times, and then so this happened when me, my cousin, my brother, and two friends, we were all like chilling out, just talking stories and all that. So we had this random thought. Okay guys, why not, since we got a lorry, why not let's go to Labrador Park. So if you, some of you all, I mean many of you all would know Labrador Park is quite haunted. So we were all a bit skeptical because like night already. So we were all thinking, and then my brother, my cousin was saying like, come on lah guys, now only 8 o'clock. We can just go, stay in the vehicle lah, we don't go into the place and all that. Then my friend said, but Labrador Park, the bunks, the tunnels are all inside, you can't drive there. You have to walk. So back then, the tunnels, right, they were accessible, as in we can go inside. Now there's gates and all that, like they prevented because vandalism, you know, so on lah. So we decided, okay, let's go. So when we arrived there already, it was like very quiet, like not much people, you know, like totally quiet. It was practically like just the few of us only. We started walking in after parking the lorry. Then it was like quite deep inside, so it was like high slopes, then sudden drop like that. That's when we encountered the tunnels. So that time I wouldn't call it trespassing because it was clearly open for people to go and see. Because some of the tunnels had like bullet holes, you know. It means like there was firing back then during the war and all that. So nighttime when we go, it was quite eerie because you can't even hear any cricket sound, you can't hear any birds chirping, nothing. It was so quiet. And this was early night, no guys. So it was like by the time we reached there, we find the place 9 plus. So 9 plus already. My cousin, my brother were a bit tired. So they say lah, never mind lah, tunnel all go lah. So me and my two friends, our two friends, we entered the tunnel. One of the friend, he proceeded first. He walked in first. So as we noticed, right, he was wearing this white shirt, and all we could see, the white shirt was fading away, which means he's entering somewhere very fast, and we couldn't see him already. And me and this friend, we were still in the entrance. So we were like, should we go in after him or should we go in? Because like, is he trying to scare us or something? Then from inside, he's calling us. Hey, come lah. Waiting here so long already like that. So we entered the tunnel. We were walking and all that. Back then, we didn't have like, we weren't having any camera phone with light, torchlight and all that. So the friend beside me, he was a smoker, so he had a lighter. So like the movies guys, when we press the lighter, right? Wow, quite bright. Seriously bright, like at least can see something lah. So when we going inside, all that, there's no wind, so the lighter, the flame was just straight. There's no wind, no. So we were walking and all that. At a distance, right, we saw him standing there. The other friend, right, he walked in, right? He was standing quietly at one place, deep inside. Then I looked at my friend and I was like, how lah? Then he said, hey, no choice lah, we have to go after them. We have to go. I mean, go after him. Sorry. So we were walking, right? We were calling out to him. He didn't turn back.
Don't tell me he possessed.
While we were reaching him, right, that friend was calling out to us behind us. Yes. The both of us heard his voice, who is supposed to be in front of us, behind us. Hey, where you all are? I'm at this part of the tunnel. We looked at each other. We looked in front.
So,
That image is still standing there. Without thinking, we grabbed each of our hands and we walked out. We walked out. And then we walked out and all that. There was like no one following us behind. There was no one. We reached the entrance. Then my cousin, my brother was there. They were just like smoking lah. So they're like, hey, why face like? I said, hey, call out for him lah. Call out for him. So they called out for the other friend. He came out. He was like perspiring and all that. Because like I said, there's no ventilation. So it was quite warm. So we asked him detailedly, when you entered, right, where did you turn? He said, when I walked, all I saw was a left bend, or I mean, a right bend. He just turned there. Me and my friend were shocked because we were going straight. So I don't know whether something like blocked the way for him and blocked the way or what. Something, no? Something could have happened to us. And then we were a bit spooked out by then, so they had their cigarette break. For a while, they were just talking about it. Then me and another friend, we don't smoke, so we were just talking our own thing. Then they decided, because my cousin heard of this abandoned bungalow, which is quite nearby. So I was like, but are we allowed to go in there? Then my cousin said, can lah, just drive, don't need to enter the house lah. So what happened, we located the bungalow. So me and the friend earlier on beside me, right, we walked up first because they said, hey, check whether got gate, is the gate locked or anything or not. So the lorry was below because the up ramp. So we walked up all the way, the gate was locked. Then my friend, the friend, right, he said, they want to scare them or not. I said, like what? Let's hide somewhere. I said, in this darkness, where you want to hide? Then there was this big drain, longkang lah. Very dry, like very dry. There's no water, so it's clean. We look at each other, we understood lah. So we went inside there. We went inside there. So while we waiting, right, I actually wanted to urine already because like waiting so long anxiously, like I was like that. I was like, hey, how wanna go or not? I want to urine lah. Then it's like wait lah, just wait for a while lah. A while later, we heard the lorry coming up, and my cousin was very concerned. He was like, hey, hey, Varshan, hey, where you wanna? So my brother and another friend was behind the pickup lorry. You know, it's open space, right? So they were standing up high on watch. No, they were like this too. What happened was, I turned back to like crouch down lah. So my friend behind me crouched down also. in front of me, something was moving and it was dark, so I couldn't really see. I heard like something moving. I just looked at what it was, maybe a rat or some kind of cockroach or what lah. It was a snake.
You.
I quiet already. Then I was actually like giggling and all that lah. But after seeing the snake, right, I quiet. Then behind me, my friend, I was like, "Hey, why so quiet, ah?" I was like, "Later I tell you." Later I tell you. Then he was like, "Don't tell what lah? Something's in front of me." "Hey, what dah?" I said, "There's something in front of me." Quiet. "Hey, tell me now, what is it?" I said, "Snake." He freaked out. He jumped up, right? When he jumped up, my cousin got a shock. He reversed back.
Okay, I understand.
Then we ran after him. He scolded us lah. Like, "What are y'all doing lah? Why are you scaring?" I said, "No, we wanted just scare, but it was really like a snake." But now I know the species is actually a python. Python, but it's a small one lah. Quite a small one, but that time I don't know lah. I see snake only, I scared already. Like worried. Then after that, again we went down again. We kena scolding from my cousin lah. Then after that, okay already. After scolding already, he pat me on the shoulder. He said, "Next time don't do that lah. Worried for you already lah." I said okay. Then after a while, his older sister called him. She called. She said she's feeling bored with her friend. So that time, my brother and my cousin, right, they like to disturb their friend. So they were like, "Hey, Akka and the girl free lah. Any other haunting spot no? You all know?" I didn't know much about it. Then my friend suggested, why not we go to Red House at Pasir Ris? So then at that time we really didn't know about this house, you know. So they asked, what is it? No, it's a house. It's like mainly in red color. The gate is locked, and there's these two lions. Like there's these two like Chinese traditional lions guarding the house.
Statues.
Statues. So like what we see in buildings, you know, in Singapore. I was like, really? For a house? They say, yeah. There's a lot of rumor lah. Got a lot of ghosts lah. This one lah, that one lah, and all that. I was like, okay. Why not we just drive by lah? So from Labrador we went to Yishun, North Point, to fetch my cousin sister and her friend, and we made our way to Pasir Ris. While we were reaching there, right, the place was like as though entering a kampung. Right now, where the red house stood, right now I think it's a preschool.
Yeah, it's a school.
And now if you see that place, right, it's like there's apartments, there's condos beside. The forest have been cleared, but last time when we went there, right, it was forested. And the road was an old road with like one single lamp. Then after a few meters, another lamp. So we were a bit like spooked out because we were in the back part of the lorry and open. So I was like looking around and all that. Then my friends, my brother, they all started noticing that I was like a bit anxious, because they all know that I can see stuff. So I was like, no, it's okay, I'm okay. So when we arrived in front of the red house, right, I really got the chills back then. Seriously, because in the darkness, right, you can see no red color. So imagine in night, at the night already it's like that. Imagine morning or how bright the color would have been, because it's like red, no, and it's so eerie to look at. Seriously. And upon reaching there, we actually saw like offerings were made for the lions, and one of the lion had an orange in the mouth. So I don't know what they pray and all that, but there was like incense sticks, fruits. So we were like, people are worshipping, no? So I was like, okay, but I don't know for what lah.
Yeah. Because
So
it's an abandoned house, right?
Abandoned house. So I'm not so sure about the history.
Okay.
So the plan was, we see the house, we turn back and we go somewhere to slack, because it was already 1 AM already. But upon arriving, right, the engine was switched off. So we all got off, thinking that he switched off the engine.
Okay.
All of us except for my older brother sat in the lorry. Then when we approached the gate, right, my cousin was calling us from there. Hey, come here. Then I was like, you only off the engine, what? So no, the engine off. I cannot even start it back. I cannot start. We all panicked for a while because he was cranking. It was not turning on. So we were practically very near to the gate. So I was facing my cousin then. So my cousin saw something beyond the gate. His face turned pale. He cranked the engine. It started. Without hesitating, right? He reversed. The vehicle like automatically reversed, and he stopped. My brother was still in the lorry. When he turned, right, my brother got a shock and we got a shock also. Because there was something sharp protruding from the forest, inches away from his head. We don't know whether it was a branch or something sharp like a pole, something. It was very sharp. And in that same instance, right, we were already shocked. My cousin was so panicky at that point of time. He turned the lorry, because last time the lorry didn't have power steering, so he was turning. We could see that, and he drove. The side mirror hit my friend, and if I'm not wrong, the tire nearly went over his foot, but it went over the front part of the foot.
Why like that?
Yeah, we no idea. So that happened. We were all in a shock because like it happened in the instant. So I went to my cousin. I gave him that look. Like, Ane, anything? He just nodded his head. We immediately hopped on to the back part of the lorry and we drove off. My brother said, drive slowly. They drive slowly, never mind. So while we were driving by, right, there were these kids on bicycles.
Okay.
They were going towards the red house. So me and my friend, right, we just like giggle among ourselves, like, சாவ போறானுங்களா, like மத்தியில die they all. So they went to the gate. Like what we were doing, we were driving away because the road was a bit like uneven, like like Malaysian kampung roads, like it was like that, and also we had to drive slowly. So while we were driving away, all of us at the back seat, at the back compartment, we saw what the boys were doing. They parked their bicycles. They were walking towards the gate. Suddenly they started like going towards the gate, like as though they saw something inside. This one made me really have a jump scare. Because all four of them, Chinese boys I think, they went and see, right? Like this is them. The gate, and all four. I felt pity for them, like at that point in time I wanted like ask my cousin to stop, help them out. But they themselves got up, they took their bicycles, they cycled. So this was seriously a very scary encounter. Cause like we never expect this to happen. And then while we immediately headed back to Yishun. We dropped off my cousin, sister and her friend. Then we were still like relaxing among ourselves lah. Then we were just talking what was going on how come Labrador Park that thing happened. Then we were telling Labrador Park there could be like a case of like a passerby spirit. See, okay, look like him, copy or what. No, it's like a lonely place, but as for red house, it's still clueless lah. So then I had to ask my cousin what happened. Because sometimes my friends, our friends, right, they don't believe him. They were like to make fun of him. Because he and me, we have that ability. Because like our episode 10 already, we saw that image. Yeah, same cousin. So yeah. So I went to him and I said, "Anay, what happened?" Then he was like a bit like stressed up. He don't want to talk. Then I said, "Anay, what happened?" He said we were all at the gate, right? Our backs were facing the gate. We were facing him, right? He said he saw this lady-like figure. Her hands were reaching out from inside the gate, nearly touching us. And we were, then only he asked us to come. That's when we took a step forward. And when we took a step forward, right, to ask him what happened, right? If this was my bag, this was a hand, he said this is what happened. It was a near miss for one of us, but we don't know who is it. That's when he reversed. My brother nearly got pierced. And when he went forward, my friend was hit here and the tire went over the foot. But no injury.
No.
So it was like as though a sign for us to like get out from there before something happens.
Indians will say that if something like this, right, then it's like telling you like precaution lah in a way. So sometimes they will say like if let's say you're going for a good function or what, right, then if let's say something like walk past, like a cat walk past, they will say it's like something bad going to happen.
Superstitions lah.
Yeah, superstitions lah. Then you will say like wait for another 10 minutes then you go.
Yeah.
Something like that. So probably lah.
Many people out there will be thinking like they'll be thinking that there's no ghost lah, there's no this one or that. But I've mentioned this to all my family, friends, even to my wife, and there's good, there's bad also. So
you only believe it when you
experience
feel
it, yeah.
or you see it by your own. Until then, is for you is like nothing. Yeah.
So like at times they can be genuine abandoned buildings or abandoned structures, but we don't know their history behind it. So this red house, it holds a lot of mystery. So we don't know who was the lady like image, the ghost lah. We tried to grab one of us. Until now we don't know who it was. Yes. So these were the incidents happened from Labrador Park to the red house.
But I think that maybe the snake you say right, you saw, maybe it actually give like a hint to ask you all to get out of the place. But did you all, any of you all think about that, or you all totally forgot about the snake?
Yeah. Until now you ask me, right? I never thought of that.
Yeah, because when I was listening to your story, then because you all was there, right? Before this thing happens, you all actually was hiding first. Am I right?
Labrador first.
Yeah, and then after that, you all before you all, yeah. So if I'm not wrong, it's before you all fetch your cousin sister, right? Yeah. So on that, the first thing already, you say you saw the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your friend actually jumped out, and then your cousin brother got scared. Correct.
Correct.
So I think that in a way it actually give hint like get out from here. So maybe one of you say, "Hey, got snakes lah. Hey, better don't go in." Maybe when I think about it.
Yeah, actually, seriously, I didn't think about it until now. She asked this question. Maybe it was a hint for us to just go back home.
But I feel like it's more than creepy, right? It's like more danger because almost your brother got pierced through, and then your friend get banged.
Yeah.
And you know the lorry went over his feet, right?
Went over the feet, but the tip of it only.
Tip of it. So
feet.
in a way, imagine if it went wrong.
Yeah,
how
that's why.
serious really your brother pierced through, and what if really went through your friend, you know. So don't know whether it's like a lesson not to go this kind of abandoned places, or it's just that your misfortune.
This one is until now unexplained lah. So we really we were actually very creeped out at the end of the day, because so many things happened at one go.
I think you all had enough haunting already.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, we have come to the end of our episode. So guys, next time when you all go for haunting, please be careful. Before you all go and haunt the place, read about the history, because now Google has everything.
Yep.
Okay, so our next episode will be next Friday at 10 PM.
Do subscribe at our YouTube channel. The icon is somewhere around there.
Come on, do it.
Do subscribe at our YouTube channel and follow us at our Instagram account.
So until then, signing off, Varshan.
Anju,
Ciao.